Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I'm going to make this introduction very quick because I have a ton of things that I have told myself that I'm gonna get it done. It's not necessarily that I need to get all this stuff done, but in my head I've told myself I'm going to get all this stuff done. So I have a very long list and a very short amount of time to get it all done, per the usual. So we are going to quickly see how much we can get done around the house. I have about an hour. Of course, you will see this a lot more sped up than that, but I'm going to take the next hour and see just how much I could possibly get done and see how much I can check off my list. So let's get to it. When I woke up this day, I was kind of in a mood, and I don't really mean a bad mood. I'm going to do my best to explain this, but I woke up, and I also don't really know if this has anything to do with the hormones that I was put on for all of my medical issues that are currently going on, because I do feel like my moods and stuff are fluctuating and kind of all over the place, probably trying to get used to everything I'm going through. But anyway, I woke up this morning and it wasn't that I was in a bad mood, but I felt almost completely overwhelmed by my house, and it wasn't like it was completely trashed or anything like that. But you know when you get just very overwhelmed, like if you have a bunch of your kids' toys out or there's a large mess to pick up, you get overstimulated, and it's just like in your head at the time you're like, everything has to go in the garbage, everything has to just leave this house. And that is the feeling that I had when I woke up this morning. So it's not necessarily that I'm rage cleaning. I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. I was not mad and I was not in a bad mood, but I woke up in a way where I was like, I need to just get stuff under control. And like I said, it's not like my house was a huge disaster or anything. It was just, it got to me this morning. So that is what I'm kind of tackling today. And to be completely honest, as the day went on, I kind of calmed myself down, and I still feel like that. But in a way, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give myself 1 hour. And that's what I did. I had a timer going. I will show you the timer, but I gave myself 1 hour to get as much done as I could, really just to feel better, but also to where I wasn't just spending the entire day feeling like this. I knew that once after that hour, once I knocked out everything that I could in that hour, I knew I would feel a lot better. So that is what I did. I set a timer, and I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off for about an hour and just did as much as I could. And I felt a lot better afterwards. So I do plan on actually doing that for the foreseeable future, I guess. I'm not really sure how many times it's going to take, but I want to go through my entire house. I'm wanting to declutter. I'm wanting to go through my closets. I'm wanting to get all the high dusting done and take the curtains down and just do all of that deep cleaning. So you are going to be seeing me do that, and it's just going to be like this video where I break it down and do as much as I can in an hour. And I'm going to call that good enough for the day. That way I'm just not completely wearing myself out and trying to cram it all into one day. So that is why you will see that it did say Rage Cleaning Part 1, because there will be multiple parts to this. I'm not really sure how many, but like I said, I just want to do that to kind of feel better about things, get things on track, and you know, you always just feel so much better once your house is nice and tidy and deep cleaned and decluttered. So that is my main goal. I just don't want to overdo myself. So you will see a couple of different parts of this video, and they're pretty much going to be like this. Like I said, I plan on I got as much as I could done, but I'm wanting to do more of deep cleaning too. And I want to take down the curtains and give them a good wash just because it's been a little while, and just get to whatever I can. I really need to deep clean my closet because we plan on kind of redoing my closet. So that is something that I'm wanting to get done so I can move forward with redoing it. If you saw the little Christmas platter that I put out on a daily basis with little candies and cookies and stuff like that, I'm still doing that for Valentine's Day now. So that is what the little centerpiece is in our kitchen. The kids absolutely love it, so I keep kind of going with it. But I have little candy hearts in a dish. I found this little vending machine. It's the heart-shaped vending machine. So I have Valentine M&Ms in there. And then I baked some muffins this morning, so I put those out. But I also do, whenever I have like cookies or any kinds of treats, I put those out as well. My kids absolutely love it. It kind of just, I don't know, it adds to, it is like decor, but it's not. But it just adds to, you know, the festiveness of the holidays. And so I switched it over to Valentine's Day, and I'm not sure if I ended up showing you that or not. I had discussed previously in another video how I was trying to slow down and start some new hobbies, learn some new things this year. And so I have been painting, I have been crocheting, I've been hand knitting, and I know I've discussed that in other videos, but I don't know if I've actually showed you. So I do plan on sharing some of my new things that I have been doing in Monday's video next week. But I'm pretty excited about it. It's been a lot of fun. This is Lincoln. He's getting out one of his things that he got for Christmas. It was like is it STEAM or STEM? It was one of those activities, and it's robotics. So he was picking something to do in robotics, and he ended up choosing a magnetic fishing game. So he was getting all the stuff out and doing that. It was pretty cool to see, and the boys absolutely loved it. Theo was so excited. I don't think he knew. He was, I think he was downstairs playing with my older son. And when he came upstairs, he was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? He was so excited about it. So anyway, if you have a curious kid like Lincoln, he loves to learn. He is such a curious kid, and I just love how his mind just is constantly turning. But those kind of gifts you can find all over Amazon, and they have so many different things, and a curious mind really loves those kind of tinkering type of gifts. Now, I feel like you could be watching this and thinking, the windows did not have to be done today, but I can assure you that that is not true because they absolutely had to be done. I have not done them since Christmas, I want to say. I want to say it was like right before Christmas, before people came over. But if you are new here, hi, I have 4 children and multiple pets, and they don't stay off of my windows, so I constantly need to clean. And you'll actually see I am doing my floor in just a minute, and I have a new steam mop, and it has all these attachments. One of the attachments I'm so excited about is it's a window attachment. I've never used it, so I want to be able to give it a try and make sure I know what I'm doing, and testing how it works and everything before I show you guys. But I was so excited with all the different attachments, and that was one of them. So if you have been here a while, you know my issue with my windows. It is just never ending. And but that is, I don't know, that's so cool. I've never had a steam window attachment. I've seen like the other ones, and I've actually thought about getting them. They're not steam. I don't really know what they are, but it's like a little squeegee. I think it's like a spray bottle squeegee. I don't know. I've seen them at like the hardware stores, but I've never gotten one. I've thought about it, but I just never did. But anyway, my excitement whenever I opened the steam mop and saw that it had that attachment, I was so thrilled. Okay, so here is the steam mop that I was referring to. I'm not really sure what it's called, and this is non-sponsored, and I'm not going to have it listed down below just yet. I do plan on linking it and stuff like that, but I wanted to test it out first and just make sure that it was a product that I wanted to recommend. So anyway, at first start, I really did like it. There was only one little issue, is I felt like on my floor right here, this is an extremely high traffic area because I'm always in here cooking, I'm always in here cleaning. And I felt like it was kind of having a hard time gliding on the floor. I don't know how to really say it. And that possibly could be from a film from a cleaner that I had previously used that will just take some time to kind of get off the floor. So initially it was a little harder to slide across this area. However, in every other area in my house, it worked beautifully. So I think that's what it is. I have previously used a cleaner here that I feel like just left a film. So once I get that up, I feel like it will be a really great product and it will work really well. It got the floors very nice and clean looking. They feel wonderful, and I was pretty excited after this. It's been a little bit since I've had a steam mop. I want to say it's been less than a year, but I had a Shark. Like, I swear it had to be one of their first ones. It was from prehistoric time, but it was the best. I don't even know what brand I know it was a Shark, but I don't know what kind it was. I don't even know if it had a name. It could have been the very first Shark steam mop for all I know, but I had it for, I swear, like 10 years. It was the best. It so great. It worked wonderfully. But I had it for so long that it finally just kind of died. And now I know that Shark makes a whole bunch of different steam mops, but I had not tried them. I had not tested them out, and I was worried that it wasn't going to live up to my original prehistoric steam mop. So I ended up, I actually got this one for Christmas. This was one that I had looked at because they have this one on like the TikTok shop, and I had seen a bunch of creators suggest this one. So I ended up having this on a list of things that I would like for Christmas, and my husband surprised me with it. I was not expecting that at all, but I was pretty happy that I did get it. Do you have a spot in your house that collects like doom piles? This tends to be one of those areas, especially after Christmas. So these were boxes. At first I was like not trying to throw them away, but we have a recycling center in town. They don't pick it up for our garbage. And so I was trying to make it easier to carry all these things down to the car to be able to put them to bring them to the recycling center, but yeah, it just wasn't working because my bags weren't big enough. So I put in what I could, and then I'll just carry down the rest of them. However, this area after Christmas, and really like anytime there's boxes, or like if we go to Aldi, oh my gosh, this area is just bad. But it just is one of those places where we have like, it's cardboard doom piles over here, and it's terrible because it's right there in our living room. It's right there by our front door. But our garage is actually downstairs, because I know that a lot of people have like their cardboard doom piles like in their garage, which makes a lot of sense. But ours is downstairs, and so it just is easier to throw them all in this corner. I also do usually like pile things in this corner in hopes that my husband will be like, oh wow, that is a big doom pile, let me take care of that. But he doesn't. Well, I guess that's not true. He does take care of it if there's like people coming over, or just we're, going around the house together and cleaning on the weekend or something. But things like that don't really bother him. He doesn't mind the clutter. He's not like I am, and I know that I feel like there's so many people that can relate to this. So I have issues like if there's clutter, if there is cleaning and stuff that needs to be done. I mean, it doesn't even need to be done, but I have a hard time like sitting there and enjoying myself, crocheting or watching a show or anything. It's like I feel like I cannot settle down unless my house is spotless, and that leaves me to feel like I always have to clean. Which is something that I am trying to change this year. I'm trying to change that whole mindset. And so that is why I'm doing less cleaning this year and trying to just kind of reprogram my mind to not feel like that all the time. But my husband is not like that. He's never been like that. And I feel like that is the case for a lot of husbands, where the clutter doesn't necessarily, if it's not out of control, it doesn't really bother them. They're okay with it. They can sit down and rest and hang out with you, and that doesn't eat them alive like it does me. So he's like that, and it's not that he doesn't help and stuff with this stuff. It's just that my brain will just eat away at me until it's taken care of, and his does not. So it will sit there a little bit longer if I leave it for him to do. But usually he is really great about helping me. So it's not that, I mean, maybe a week, maybe it's sat there, maybe. But, and really, if this was, pre-Christmas, Amber, it would have been totally gone like the very first day. But we're trying to slow things down and reprogram our brains. So I let it sit there a little bit longer, and, we're having garbage day pickup tomorrow. So I wanted to get the stuff like this frame that is broke in a million pieces. I want to get that out. And then, like I said, while we're making the trip, I want to just go to the recycling center and drop off the boxes. I know we have more from Christmas in our garage. So I'm going to get those all gathered up and get them out of the house so I feel a little bit better. So speaking of being oblivious, I thought this was so funny. So I'm washing the windows, as you can see, and it's funny because like my kids, they're so used to the camera. My older ones, they will look for the camera, and if they don't want to be on camera, then they'll avoid the camera and they'll walk around or, you know, whatever they have to do or they feel at the time. My two younger boys, they love being on camera, and I almost feel like it's like they don't even see it anymore. It's such a regular part of life for them that they don't even really notice it. I'm outside washing windows, and I just thought it was the funniest thing because Theo, you'll see in just a moment, he comes up and he's trying to talk to me through this window, and he is such a snacker. He is my youngest. He's 6 years old, and I have the biggest issue with like getting him to eat meals because he just only wants to snack. And so we have like this thing where my kids, they my younger boys, they ask for snacks. They don't just go and get them, even though they're freely there. Like if it was fruit and stuff like that, they can just grab that whenever. But Theo has such an issue with actually eating meals. So here it is. He was trying to talk to me through the window. And I'm just like, you're standing right in front of my camera. Do you see that? And I can barely hear you. And it's just, I thought it was so funny because he was just coming up to ask for a snack and he had no idea that the camera was right there. And like I said, it's just a normal part of their life now, and they don't even see it. But I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, hello. Anyway, but yeah, he has such an issue with eating meals. So I don't want him to fill up. Like he can have snacks and stuff, but I don't want him filling up on them. So he came to ask me for a snack, and because it was a couple hours before dinner, I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. But if you have one of those kids, let me know. Like, are there tips and tricks? Because we have like this ongoing, like, you know, thing in our family that we just kind of joke about where it's like, you know, Theo just doesn't eat, which is obviously not true. He does eat, but it's like only snacks. So, and my other kids, I feel like weren't like that. Like, you know, they all snack, they all have snacks still, but they have no issues eating their meals either. So I don't know, maybe he's just a grazer, and you know, if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. But I do try to somewhat limit his snacks in hopes that he'll actually eat like a rounded meal come dinner time or lunchtime or, you know, breakfast, anything like that. So anyway, if you have a kid that was like that, please let me know if there was anything that worked for you, because it has been like this for the longest time with Theo. And like I said, I think he just might be one of those kids that's a grazer. You guys, I am so excited for this new year. I don't know what it is. I'm not one of those person where it's like, you know, new me or new year, new me or anything like that. But I swear this new year, everything that happened on Christmas, it just changed me. And I'm so excited for all of the new things that I am getting into and all the new things that I'm doing this coming year. I have already been doing so much stuff that I'm just so excited about, and I'm so excited to share with you guys. But do you see the blanket? It's like, it looks purple on my screen. I mean, it is purple, but it's definitely a different shade than this. But anyway, the blanket that is on the back of my couch, I made that. That was my very first one that I hand knitted, and I was so excited about that. So I do plan on sharing, I think it's going to be in Monday's video, just my hand knitting projects and stuff that I've been working on. But I wanted to start them early. I wanted to learn these projects, so then slowly throughout this year, I can do gifts for people for throughout the year, birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that, because I always love the idea of doing like a handmade Christmas. So anyway, I have already started. I actually have to wrap it up now that I'm thinking about it, but I did my very first hand knitting blanket, and that was the one on the couch. And then I did my very first gift. So I switched up the colors, I made it a little bit bigger, and I have to wrap it up and send it to them, but I'm so excited about it. That being one of them. I started painting, and I think at the end of the video I show you this duck or goose that I just painted because I thought it was the cutest thing. And so I'm just I don't know, I'm really excited about everything this coming year, and I feel like I have been doing so much and like taping so much of all of these different things, and so I actually have like so much footage and just trying to put my videos together. But just know, like, I'm never a person that says, you know, new year, new me, but there definitely is a new me this year, and it had nothing to do with the start of the year. It's just everything that I went through at the end of the year just completely changed me, and I feel incredible because of it. But anyway, I'm so excited to share all of that with you guys, and I appreciate everybody that has been on this journey with me and who knows everything, you know, that I've been discussing and talking about it, and everybody that's there for all the support and love that you have offered. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. My time is about to be up. I'm just wanting to finish the steam mopping in the living room. I love steam mopping. I feel like it really does a great job of getting it really nice and clean, starting out nice and fresh. So I'm wanting to finish that up, and there's the timer. It just went off for 1 hour. So I'm going to just finish that and then be done with it. I know that there was quite a few things that I still need to do. My list, like I said, is very long. I was very optimistic when I made it, but I felt really good after this 1 hour, and I know that moving forward, as long as I just keep it to an hour, it can feel a lot more manageable. So anyway, that is about all I have for you today. Like I said, my hour is up, but I'm just kind of putting things back in their place, getting the chairs down. I had some water bottles sitting around, and if I'm not watering plants, then usually I'm like filling up these water devices, anything that takes water, with the water bottles. So that is what I'm doing, but that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.